What's
How you
up
doing,
with
big
it?
man? All good, man. How
I'm
you?
good. I'm good, man. Just chilling out here with the boys, man. They out here fishing.
Beautiful.
Oh
Go
man,
ahead. Let y'all have it.
y'all ain't catching shit.
we
Go ahead,
we ain't
Zittel.
we ain't caught nothing yet. We just got out here.
Oh, okay. All right. He
They,
finally losing in life. That's what I'm
they,
finally losing in life. I text Terrence.
we just started, man. We just started. Give us some time. Give us some time.
Look how confident.
You gotta have patience in fishing.
All right,
This
go
too
ahead.
late, right? Ain't it too late?
Nah, that's the
Nah.
perfect time to fish.
Oh, I thought you had to do it early in the morning.
Nah, he do it later.
Early in the morning or in the evening when the sun about to start going down.
Got you.
Go ahead,
Go ahead,
Zittel.
Zittel.
What's up, Terrence?
What's up with it?
Congrats, man. Was good.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
I was gonna try a ranking question for you.
Okay.
So, all right. So by becoming champion from 35 to 54, I'm sure you heard this already, but you're one of 6 fighters. Say again.
35 is always gonna be the best.
No, not not which division were you the best at.
No, I'm saying the feeling, the accomplishment. 35 is always gonna be the best.
Let him ask his question, bud. You way off base, boss.
Oh, but no, I get it. He's saying the first title felt the best.
Okay.
I didn't know that. Yeah. So that's good info, Sean. I'll take it.
So what was you gonna ask?
So, all right, by doing that, 35 to 54, you joined 5 other Hall of Famers: Shane Mosley, Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker, Manny Pacquiao, and now yourself. Can you give me the 1 through 6 on that one? And putting someone at number 6 isn't an insult. It's someone's got to be number 6, someone's got to be number 1. How would you rank it?
Man, I can't even rank that. That's tough. I gotta sit down and really analyze that.
Yeah.
You put me on the spot on that one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a tough one.
Hey, Terrence, 10 years as a world champ, bro. Well, like, what drives you to get up every day, bro, and give it everything you got?
You really want to know?
Yeah.
Them guys over there.
Got you.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I can't tell them to wake up in the morning and push hard and give it their all if I'm half stepping, if I'm not competing at the highest level that I possibly can. You know, I always said I want to win in everything. And that means that fire is still in my belly to compete in anything. So that's just what wakes me up with the hunger to still do what I do.
Okay.
But I've said this quite a few times that you keep a lot of young guys around you in camp. Pretty much, just about in your daily life, you've always got young athletes around you. I've always looked at that as a way to keep you hungry, keep you on your toes, keep that kind of competitive drive around you. Am I right? Am I on the right track when I say that?
Yeah, definitely. You know what I mean? When you got them young Thundercats, man, them dudes, man, they get up, they push you, they running fast, they running hard, they trying to outwork you. So it becomes competitiveness, you know. They want to show you that, you know what I mean, they ready for the job at hand, and you want to show them that you the leader of the pack. So with doing so, you know, it comes a time where you might be sore, but they bodies heal so fast. They do a hard workout one day and they ready to go the next day like they ain't did nothing. And I'm like, dang, but I can't, let them see me sweat. Sometimes I'll be like, man, I'm sore, but in my mind, I'll be like, man, I'm gonna push through it because I might gotta push through it in the fight.
Right. Listen, tell us what you were looking at when you were across from Madrimov. Majority of that fight, I felt like it was a lot of restarting. It was a lot of you trying to bait him in. He wasn't taking it. A lot of feints coming from him. Kind of take us through your eyes, what you saw in the fight.
Well, I saw that, he was trying to counter me. He was doing a lot of movement, a lot of feinting, but he wasn't throwing a lot. He was trying to get me to bite on the feints, to drop my hands so he can throw an overhand right. I took away his left hand completely. You know, if you watch that fight, he really wasn't throwing too much of the left. Really, he'd dart in with the right here and there, but too much, not really nothing. You know, and I was trying to open him up, but you know, he stayed disciplined, and you know, he just stayed disciplined.
Yeah. In retrospect, I felt like at some point you should have went back to the orthodox position. I kind of felt like fighting southpaw was just simply to take away that jab hand, but then you were getting caught with some straight rights coming right down the guard. I felt like the switch back to orthodox would have been a good move for you. Did that was that in the corner at all? Was that in your mind at all that you might need to switch back?
Oh, not really, because to be honest, he never hurt me or buzzed me or anything with nothing he threw.
Yeah.
You know, and even looking back at the fight, I didn't watch the fight like 3 times. Like, I didn't see what a lot of people seen, like him hitting me these crazy amount of times with right hands. Now, don't get me wrong, you know, he landed a few right hands, but it wasn't as much as I thought it was hearing from the outsiders. You know, it's a boxing match. We're gonna get hit, you know, and I felt as if I hurt him a couple of times in there. I felt as if he respected my power more than I respected his, because there was times that I tried to step forward and he started moving and clinching, you know, but I felt if there was anything that I could have did more was push the action more, made him fight more, go to the body more, you know, make it a dog fight, you know, because once I started letting my hands go, as you see, he was more uncomfortable than anything.
And I think it's one of those things, fans, but they seen you just, smoke people for the most part. So when you got a tough guy like that in there, and Madrimov is a good fighter, I think you'll get more credit for this fight in the next 2 or 3 years than outsiders are giving you right now, which I give you credit. I had you smoking and winning the fight with ease, but you got the BS of the zone. I ain't gonna. Some of the because Sean was on your side. Some of the
yes.
But you got a combo off on this motherfucker. Then he hit you once. Oh, Bud got hit with a bitch.
Yes.
So you know you got the casuals, bro.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool because you know it comes with the territory. You know, and then it just shows me how far I am. You know, in the game where they praying, they hoping, they wishing that I lose. That was just a real eye opener. Like everybody, they just like, man, this guy before he retired, man, we just want him to lose one. We just want him to lose one, and you can see it on their face. And I felt as if, you know, they like, this is our chance. This is our chance. And Madrimov kind of let him down because he wasn't throwing enough. But at the same time, even when I was walking backwards, you know, I always felt like I was in control. I always felt I was in control. I felt like I was controlling the pace. I was controlling everything. You know, my jab was working great that night. And he respected me so much, he wouldn't come in and do all the things that he normally would do with any other fight. You know, and I told everybody from the jump, I don't care how it come, whether it's 12 rounds or knockout, I'm gonna win the fight. And that's what I did.
And go ahead, Sean. Whatever.
Hey, Zittel, right before you go, Zittel, I'm sorry, right before you go, from Matt Bergeson, he said at around the 10th to the 12th round, I noticed you really picked up the pace. What did your corner tell you that brought up that sudden urgency? Did you think you were down? Picked it up like when we fought. So there's, you know,
Well, you got to understand, you know, we understand that he's the champion and you got to beat the champion and needs the championship rounds. And they call it the championship rounds for a reason. So, of course, we want to end the fight strong and put a stamp on it. We've been boxing, you know, the whole fight. You know, now it's time to separate ourselves. You know, he looking up at the clock and he's trying to, you know, find a way to pass time by. And I'm like, oh, no. Now it's time to step on the gas and separate myself.
Me and Terence Crawford have never had this conversation before.
Uh-oh.
But y'all have heard me say that so many times. I ain't been in camp with this kid since we was in the amateurs, but I talk all the time about a fighter having to separate himself from from his opposition in order to show that he's the winner and that he's on another level. And that's exactly what happened in the 12th round. I've never had this conversation with him, but he understands that. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people that watch boxing that think they understand it and think they know it. And I'm not discrediting anybody, and I'm not attacking anybody, but you truly don't know what a champion knows. When I'm ringside and I'm seeing what I'm seeing and I'm articulating what I'm seeing, I know because I'm looking through a different lens from anybody else. You know what I mean? So when I look at the fight and I score a 9-3, at worst 8-4, it kind of is what it is. But another thing I saw in that 12th round, oh, maybe he thinks he's down. No, he's trying to make sure that he separates himself. And furthermore, he knows Turkey came out here and spent a whole lot of money. He got to do his best to get his crowd what they came for. And now's the time. Why wouldn't he step on the gas pedal in the 12th round? Why not leave it all in the ring? And everybody else analyzed that. Well, he thought he was down, and that's why he fought. Like, no, the kid was trying to separate himself. Go ahead, Zittel.
No, I mean, to your point, Emmanuel Stewart would always say that. He'd always say the great fighters, they close the show like a champion. And that's what Terence was able to do in the 12th round. But Terence, man, speaking of Turkey, him and Canelo going back and forth a little bit. It kind of looks like that fight, at least for the time being, is seeming like off the table. Is becoming undisputed. First of all, what do you think of that? That, Canelo's going back and forth with Turkey. And if that fight is off the table, are you really motivated still by becoming undisputed at 54? And yeah, like what's the biggest motivating goal or fight out there if the Canelo fight just can't happen?
To be honest, that was my motivation fight. It's crazy and it makes me laugh with all the antics that Canelo is doing and saying in the media and whatnot about the size and he won't get no credit and all this type of things. But Canelo been fighting smaller guys his whole career. Canelo been making his own catch weight for years. Mm-hmm. Canelo fought a smaller Mayweather. Canelo fought a smaller not Amir Khan, but Amir Khan.
Yeah, he did. He did at 155. Yeah,
Amir Khan. He fought Jamel Charlo, and I'm pretty sure he didn't make as much money with all those guys except Mayweather, even Berlanga right now, that he will with me. But yet and still, he have all these excuses why he don't want to take a fight with me. If it's all about business, then you doing good business. If I'm easy work, I heard him say I'm easy work. If I was easy work, well, you would take all that money that he's offering you. But yet and still, he want $200 million for Benavidez, and he want $150 million to fight me. So that just lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to his legacy, because it would be crazy for a guy that started at 135 to come all the way up to 168, your weight, no catch weight, no none of that, and dethrone you. So, he got that in the back of his head. This guy, for one, he's tough. For two, he's a boxer. He moves, he can punch, he can do it all. I can't slip up and lose to this little guy. Then what will my fans think of me? What will my Mexican people think of me? So, it's a big risk for him. Like he said, he don't get nothing out of it, but he does get a lot of it out of it. None of those guys was pound for pound best fighter in the world that he fought when they was coming up in weight. None of those guys. He wasn't getting the amount of money threw at him guaranteed for those guys that he's getting with me. So it just goes to show, the level of respect. I look at it as respect that he give me. I don't look at it as disrespect. I look at it at the level of respect that, you know, he think of me as a fighter.
Terence, let me ask you this then. Let me ask you this then, man. If Canelo was the main motivation going forward at almost 37, and you're still on top of your game, you're still, you know, arguably number one pound for pound, but I know you're close with Andre Ward. He left the game on top, undefeated, number one pound for pound. If Canelo isn't going to take the fight, is that something you're starting to think about, walking away from the game undefeated?
Man, it's something to talk about, you know. It's things that, you know, we talk about, but right now, you know, I'm still, you know, doing what I do. Canelo, he got a fight coming up, so I never want to make it about me and Canelo. Just like when I was getting ready for my fight, you know, I felt it was disrespectful for Eddie Hearns to lie and say, "Oh, we had to use your name to promote the fight." You know, we didn't use Canelo's name to promote shit.
Well, he's trying to stay friends with him. He's trying to stay friends with him.
No, but it was he trying to stay friends to him, but it's disrespectful to me, you know, because we didn't have to use Canelo's name to promote nothing. You know, anytime they ever gave me any question about Canelo, I shut it down. Just like, you know, I'm pretty sure he'll shut it down. I'm focused on Brenagh. That's what he's gonna say. Anytime I don't want to talk about Canelo, I don't want to speak about Canelo, I'm worried about one person. So for him to say we had to use his name to sell the fight is disrespect.
On that note, let me get these super chats in real quick. Profile P said, "Congrats, champ. You have the best jab in boxing, in my opinion." And then Thick Vegan Afro, she said, "Congratulations, two-time undisputed."
She better be thick.
Two times, congratulations, two-time undisputed champ, 4-weight class, world champion, 41-0. I love you, champ. Be encouraged. I want you to take over at 54-2, 3-time undisputed. And then FK, your feelings, asked TBC, does he favor Fundora, Ortiz, or Charlo next? So if you were gonna have a fight at 154 and you had to choose between Fundora, Ortiz, or Charlo, which would it be?
It would definitely be Fundora if him and Spence don't fight.
Like
it would definitely be Fundora.
Love it. And then Thick Vegan Afro said, "But beat y'all favorite fighters. Congratulations." So that's all we got.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Hey, I think at the end of the day with the Bud Canelo fight, at the end of the day, I think we could do it at Allegiant Stadium, and then when it's all said and done, when the fight is completely done, it'll go down as a classic. No matter if Bud wins or Canelo wins. I think that's what people are not thinking about. Style makes fights. And I think y'all both will have to go. Y'all both will have to go in y'all bag for that fight.
Oh yeah, for sure. And it's crazy because, you know, they talk all the crazy stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won. He went up and lost. You know, so let's not do that, Canelo.
Yeah. JQ Auditing said, "Congrats, champ. Still think you demolished Cinnamon 100%. And you know who that is.
Come on, man. Y'all can't. We ain't doing that race stuff over here. Okay?
And listen, we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna let Bud go.
Wait, Terence, what happened in the divisional round, Terence? In the playoffs to the Packers?
Like what's going on?
They went. They had to play them 49ers. What happened, Terence?
Where you at?
No.
Far away where you can't reach.
My man said, "Where you at?"
They let me down, man. We was doing good. I thought we was gonna win. To be honest, I thought the Lions was gonna get them too. But hey, this year's a new year, and I believe we gonna. I hope we step up and we do some big things.
How does it sound? 154 undisputed. How does that sound to you?
It sound good, but me beating Canelo sound better.
You damn right.
Like it.
You damn right.
Like it. I ain't mad at
right.
it. All right, bud. Go ahead. Get back with your family. Tell everybody I said hello, and we'll talk on the next one. All right.
All right, peace.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
Bless, bro.
you.
All right, Terrence.